Yep. Welcome back to part 2 of America, Law, and Money. Like I said, we are in a state of war. My name is General Kenyatta. And I want to start this series out with a statement that we all heard when we were younger. They said that the strong survive and the weak perish. We all learned that. That was a partial truth that they gave us. Because if they had told us the whole statement, we might be a different people today. It is true that the strong do survive. And it is true that the weak perish. But it's equally true that the wise rule. So had they told us the whole statement, instead of just wanting to grow up and, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm a black man, strong survived, weak perish, we would have wanted to be wise also. But they didn't tell us the whole statement. Another statement that we learned, whereby a piece was missing, is that knowledge is power. How many times have you heard black people, yo dog, knowledge is power? Wrong. Knowledge is not power. There's a lot of people who know that smoking gives you cancer. They got that knowledge. Did that knowledge empower them to quit smoking? No. There's brothers out there now that know. Look, you out there sleeping with all these women, you're supposed to put a rubber on because of AIDS, herpes, and other diseases. Did that knowledge empower them to start wearing rubbers? For some, but for a lot, no. So knowledge is not power. Knowledge is nothing but knowledge. It does not become power until you internalize it and live it out. So I want to pick up where I ended with part 1, because I was speaking on the idea that a lot of us, have no problem paying state taxes and stuff because we want better schools and highways and parks and public services. That's understandable. So I have other issues that I want to deal with. I spoke in video 1 of how black people in America, African people, are not citizens. I defy anybody to prove me wrong. Because I'm going to start breaking it down and let you know exactly what's up. So since we have no problem paying state taxes, what am I saying? I'm saying to you that federal taxes are illegal. In fact, and what I state, when I say something, please look it up. Don't take my word. This is the reason, I have such a large library. I'm always studying. The idea that I'm always studying means that there's something I don't know that I need to know. And I'm going to get it straight from the source whenever possible. All this going on the internet and looking up this and looking up that, let me tell you something. I don't know if what's on the internet is accurate, if it's been manipulated, if it's been edited. I don't know that. So I want the original source so I can digest and study it at my leisure for myself. I'm one of the people that didn't come on the internet and look this up and look that up and look this up. Oh, I'm a scholar now. No, it don't work like that. The federal income tax law that everybody pays, which, as we all know, takes the greatest amount of money out of our checks, according to U.S. District Court Judge, please look it up, James C. Fox, in 2003, stated that the income tax law was never ratified. What does that mean? It means that federal income taxes are illegal. In order for a law to become ratified, you need 3/4 of the states to vote on it. I'm informing you that there was never a 3/4 state vote to make that federal income tax law. They're snatching money out of everybody's check. A legal law. It's illegal. It is only the ignorance of the people, the masses of people, that allows a government entity such as the Internal Revenue Service to try and strong arm you out your money and tell you it's against the law not to pay federal taxes. But no one has produced a document, a legal document, stating and proving that you do have to pay federal taxes. It's not even in the Internal Revenue Service code. You know, I have some interesting information here. You know, we live in America, and we call ourselves Americans, African Americans, all this. And that's some BS. That is some BS. We are nationals of the United States. When you start saying I'm American, well, so is the person in South America. And that's South America. He's American too. He's American. Where we live at? North America. So people in North America are Americans. The people that's in Central America. Central what? America. They Americans too. So by legal definition, you are not American. By legal definition, you are a national of the United States. Very important that we know this. Why is it important? Well, I've been asking myself a question over the last couple of years pertaining to Washington, D.C. Because it means District of Columbia. Washington, District of Columbia. What is that? Why isn't Washington District of America? Or Washington, District of the United States? Why is Washington called the District of Columbia? Black people, white people, red people, yellow people, I don't care who you is, please look it up. Washington, D.C. does not belong to the United States. It is not a part of the United States. Look it up. Don't take my word. When this country started out, it started out as the United States. And over the course of time, it changed from the United States into the United States of America. Okay? Now, to an average person listening, there doesn't appear to be no great difference. But legally, there is a difference. For example, Title 26 of the income tax law never once refers to Americans or the United States of America. It does define the United States, though, as including only D.C., Guam, and federal territories, and does not mention the Union or the 50 states or the several states. We have been hoodwinked. If we do the research, and I hope my video doesn't blank out on me while I pull this up, because I advise everybody, please, we are victims of historical hoodwink. You remember me stating in the earlier video that those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it. And I stated equally that we, as African, as black people, had historical amnesia. Not only historical amnesia of Africa and the legacy of that and our people there, we have no knowledge of the history of this country, because everything we know about this country, white people taught us. But they didn't tell us everything. You see? Don't give me half the truth. I want the whole damn truth. Why do I want the whole truth? I want the whole truth because the whole truth allows me and you and all the people in America to make better decisions for themselves, for their children, for their future. You can't make a good and a better decision if you only got half the information. But the truth of the matter is this: if they told us all the information, there would be a rebellion in America tomorrow morning. Let me continue with part 3 of this video. As I stated, we are at war. Hetep.